Ephesians chapter 1, verse 2. Grace be to you and peace from Yahawah our Father and from our outer one, Yahawashi Hamashiach. Blessed be the power, blessed be the power and the Father of our outer one, Yahawashi Hamashiach, who has blessed us with a spiritual blessing in the heavenly place in Hamashiach. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakurash, the Wadi Yabashim El Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders a great millstone, deserved double honors, rightfully so. A shalom to the Aki and pushing the word in sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come and what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID took to the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lift up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Hey, I desire the Lord take the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs that I've taken upon. Hey, right now the time is 10:48 a.m. in the morning. Tuesday, May 13, 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment on our Joshua. So we just wanted to get another one in this morning. I was trying, it's going to rain hard for the next 4 days. So yesterday was extremely hot. I thought the ground would be dry, but it's a little moist, which is the spirit, right by the water. The ground is real moist, based upon, according to the spirit that, we was dry bones. Now we are moist. All right. What's making us moist is another way of saying this truth, this living water. We've been baptized. Have you been baptized? How you get baptized? According to the word. The word is the baptism. The word baptizes you, getting the understanding, being submerged out of the world into this truth. So that's what's happening, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that's been occurring. So I really didn't have anything, but I wanted to start with this verse here. I just wanted to get outside, man. And I know the timing is everything. So right before it rains, we're gonna get out here, and it's a little warm. I got a t-shirt on. It's a little warm, not that bad out here. So look, the ground, this is, the water comes up over here a lot. So now you can tell because the grass over here is real, the leaves is real muddy. So probably by later, when it rains again, it's probably gonna get moist. And hey, we in this truth, and we gotta make do of our calling. All right, Salaki. Let's go back to this right here. So, like I was reading, it says, let's do it this way. Let's go to the blueprint, which is the blue letter, aka the blue letter. The blueprint, aka the blue letter. Alright, so Salakia, bear with me. Bear Salakia. Later on, I gotta go get my old glasses back because I gotta take them somewhere else. They kind of expensive. I found a better place to take them and get them done. So I still got my shades on. The glasses turned to transition. So bear with me, Salakia. Forgive me. So, just starting off with this chapter here. It says, the headline reads for this chapter is the blessing of redemption. The blessing of redemption. This is Ephesians chapter 1. All right. And our apostles today and the apostles back then are still doing the same thing, feeding the ministry, doing the work of Yahawah, of an evangelist, of an apostle, okay, of a pastor, all right, of a bishop, the true men of the Lord. And it's showing. Because other men that were saying they were the ones are not doing it correctly. Okay? So grace be unto, blessings and grace be unto our apostles and our elders and our Akim. If you're teaching the same doctrine, blessed be to you too. Okay? Because it's about the doctrine, not doctrines, doctrine. Okay? So it says the blessing. Well, it says in the headline reads for the NLT in the same chapter, greetings from Paul. Greetings. Shalom from Paul. Shalom from me to you. Greetings. To the scattered abroad. Not everyone, so like it's a little muddy out here. Not everyone is the predestinated one. Not everyone is the hopeful elect, and not everyone is Yashala. Okay, this is a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual war. All right, and the war is based upon who is the chosen. Okay, so it says I'm gonna start from the top. Just reading this chapter and see where it leads me. It says the blessing of redemption. It says, Paul, an apostle of Yahawashi Mashiach, by the will of Yahawah, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Yahawashi Mashiach. And those are the ones right now today. We talking about the ones over here today. Okay, it's a lot. We talking about the ones today. Who are the called ones, the predestinated ones? Because we at the end of this. Back then it was 2,000 years ago. Our apostles back then that was following Yahawashi side by side by him. Up to Paul. What happened to them? They was put to death. Okay, so these things are going to occur. That happened back then is going to occur. It's going to happen to us. We're going to go through. We're going to experience the same thing because the scriptures say so. See, this is the blue letter blueprint, the scriptures, the sword, which is the scriptures. Oh, why you got a tablet? Because we are modernized. Okay, we got cell phones, right? Remember you didn't have. It was letters. Or no, horses. People were bringing messages by horses. That took days. Even though the ancient time is better, but now we are up where it says knowledge would increase. Got the horses. Then we had the mailman, the postman. Then we had the telephones. Then I remember the Nextels when you the bleep bleep, and you be bleeping somebody in another country. Now we've been upgraded to the tablets. What's happening with the tablets? Information is coming through it. So the information is going out faster than ever. The why Yahawashi shot for that. And the word apostle means sent away. And where they go to? They go to go out and do the ministry of Yahawashi shot. All right. It says, let's read the NLT translation. It says, this letter is from Paul, chosen by the will of Yahawah to be an apostle of Yahawashi Mashiach. And I truly believe that's what happened to our apostles, and it's trickled down to us. We've been called, we've been chosen to do the will of Yahawashi. To others we know in the world, people that we've been around, they may look at us like, nah, man, you was smoking cigarettes and weed too. You was out there slinging drugs too. How can you be? Hey, listen, I think about the same thing, but I'm ordained. I'm compelled. You know, I can't help myself. You know, it's I've been seeking something, right? And now I truly believe I found it. This is all based upon faith. Yeah, I had a verse and it fell out of my head. Salaki. Right, let's read on. This letter is from Paul, chosen by the will of Yahawah. This letter is from Paul, chosen by the will of Yahawah, to be an apostle of Hamashiach Yahawashi. I am writing to you, to Yahawah's holy people in Ephesus, who are faithful followers of Hamashiach Yahawashi. And we're doing the same thing. This is what happened. Our apostles was out there telling us that we are doing these epistles. The epistles now is like electronic. You can't go around that. Okay? We film, we put it up on the internet, and the internet does the heavy lifting. It does. It's now we what they got now? They got Cash App. They got Zelle. We don't even got a fucking. You ain't nobody using Western Union no more. Shit's expensive. You know? And where we at now? We found the way out. This is the breakthrough. This is our breakthrough, bro. This is our breakthrough. And the Wadi Abashim El Shah for it. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Alright? It says, reading on. It says, reading the NLT right now. It says, may God, our Father, and our one Yahawashi, give you grace and peace. And how are we going to get that grace and peace? By getting in these scriptures, man. Staying focused, staying tuned in. For now, until we get eternal life. Until we get out those bodies back that's up there. If we the ones, we're going to be the predestinated ones. If we are the ones, we're going to be the first fruit that's going to be Yahawah Shemel Shah's ultimate team. Putting it like that. Alright? Reading on, and the headline reads for this chapter, same chapter, from verse 3 down, it said in the NLT, spiritual blessings. Spiritual blessings. And this is a spiritual blessing. All praise to Yahawah the Father of our honor one, Yahawashi Mashiach, who has blessed us with an everlasting, bless us with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly realm, because we are united with Hamashiach, Yahawashi. That's what happened. We are united with him. We're standing firm. We fellow followers. We're following Yahawashi. This is our destiny. Either our destiny to get hit with those missiles, or our destiny to get scooped up in those chariots away from the missiles. Even before he made the world, Yahawah loved us and chose us in Hamashiach to be holy and without fault in his eyes. In his eyes. And that's where we at right now. Did we know? I didn't know. There's days I cry for mercy. Okay? There's days I ask for more understanding. You know? Looking at this, how this situation is, I'm happy to be doing this. It's my love, right? I love this. You know, the world, I gave up the world. I look at this thing, I truly believe it was the best move ever. Giving up this world, we ain't got nothing else here. Look at it. Look what happened to all the celebrities. Whatever's going on inside the world of Hollywood and this entertainment world, everybody's destroyed. Reading on, it says, Yahawah decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Hamashiach, Yahawashi. This is what he want to do, and it gave him great pleasure. It's his pleasure to be dealing with us. He said he told Abraham. He said he's going Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had another Isaac had another son. His name was Ashashua. And he didn't want to deal with him. That was spiritual right there. To not want to deal with a baby, to know, this is not the calling, it's not of the child, it's according to the spirit. They didn't do it. They wasn't baby. They didn't do no evil shit. It's just that it was a calling. It was a calling in the spirit. So we praise Yahawah for the glorious grace he has poured out on us who belong to him, to his dear son, and that's Yahawashi. And that was glorious, man. Just thinking about it right now. It's the best thing ever, bro. And I'm looking at this, the grass is beautiful, the water is beautiful, it's flowing, but it's filthy. Ashasha has really damaged the earth. But through this adoption, we're gonna fix this all back up. All this is gonna be fixed. We're not gonna be doing the work, but we're gonna fix it up. We're gonna fix this up. We're gonna utilize all our equipment to get this back in order. He is so rich in kindness and grace that he purchased our freedom with the blood of his own son and forgave our sins. That's Yahawashi. That's how we got out of this. He purchased us with his own son, which is Yahawashi. Look at the ducks, man. The ducks is flowing with the water backward. They're gonna be back. They're gonna come over here and talk to us. When we get the kingdom back, we're gonna be in the other land. We ain't gonna be here in America. We're gonna be somewhere else. And they're gonna say, however they're gonna talk, we're gonna understand them. And they're gonna understand us. Let's see. Let's go back up a couple verses, and let's see if we can get a couple of precepts. A lot. Hey, I took off work today. Had to do some running around, some errands, and I said, man, the first thing I thought about, I said I gotta go do one more, because it's gonna rain for the rest of the week, and I want to get one in. I wanted to go down and be with the brothers, and I was like, they ain't gonna work. If I gotta be traveling in the rain and the thunderstorms and crazy. So I said, you know what? We'll make do with this calling right here. We'll get a quick one in, and then we'll see where Yahawashi leads us. We'll see what happens. We want to be the predestinated one. We ain't thinking about nothing else. Okay? Hold on. We're gonna go back to Ephesians chapter 1, verse 5. The KJV. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahawashi Hamashiach to himself according to the good pleasure of his will. And that's what he's done for us, man. This is his pleasure to run us through the ringer, because he gave us his son. To run us through the ringer is his pleasure to make us the ultimate ones. Because you had a holy calling. You've been called.